short video, I've owned this T7 transporter now for about a month. I've had a T6.1, a T6 and I've got a T2, and in the short video I'm just going to explain the spec of the vehicle, a little bit of commentary on how it drives, and explain some of the add-on bits to make it look a little bit better and perform a little bit better off-road. So it's Commerce Pro. It's 150 horsepower diesel, automatic 4-motion. It has the light and vision pack, so it has the interior mirror where you've got a camera on the back, and it also came with the optional 17-inch black alloys. I didn't spec the vehicle up myself. I bought it off Cumbrian Car Sales. They spec'd it up, but the spec pretty much worked for me. It's got a tailgate on the back. I wish it would have had the fancier LED rear lights, but I can always swap those out at some point. So as I said, I've had it for 1 month. I've done 2,000 miles. I like it. It's different than the T6.1 in a few ways. The build quality, the kind of robustness of the panels, how the sliding door closes, it's not to the same standard as the T6.1. If you look down the side, you can see there's slight ripples all the way down the body. Nothing that a normal person would notice, but when you put side by side the T6.1 and this vehicle, you can see the difference. You shut the doors, you can feel the difference. It does drive really well. I'll just show the inside. So I love the digital dash. That's great. The driver's seat's not so comfy. The pad on the seat cushion feels really thin. I'm going to see how that works out, maybe take that back. The picnic tray is useful in the centre seat, and generally it's got a real good plush feel about it inside. In terms of driving, the 150 horsepower, it's got plenty of power. The gearbox is more lively than the T6.1. The T6.1 used to chug along in 7th on the motorway, and it didn't really change gear much. Sometimes it felt like it was labouring, but this gearbox is really lively. It's up and down the gears very smooth, and it kind of keeps the revs just around 2,000 RPM or just under. The fuel economy is spot on. It's got better than a 6.1. It's got a few different driving modes, including towing, economy, sport, blah blah, and that's pretty good. I have towed a 2-ton trailer a few times. Again, it's been a solid tow vehicle. I haven't been off-roading it yet, but I suspect it's going to be 4-motion as per the T6.1. You do notice the power when you're towing. It does rev a little bit more, but with a 2-ton trailer it's been absolutely fine. I've added a few add-on bits to generally make it look a bit better. Really, I'll just run through those. So those things around the vents are called canards. eBay, I think about £130 for a pair. They don't quite fit the profile, but I put double-sided tape all over the back, that super sticky 3M stuff, and they've been fine. And I do like the look of them. Really breaks up a kind of very dull looking front end. I added a front spoiler. I think that was from Van Line, about 130 quid. Stuck it on with double-sided tape to get the position right, and then I put about 6-7 screws through with the impact gun. The 17-inch wheels came on the van when I bought it. I have changed the tyres. I've gone for 235/65 Falcon Wild Peak. About 120 quid each fitted from Pro Tyre. I was a bit worried they wouldn't fit and might catch on the arches, but they've been fine. And I was also a bit worried that they wouldn't be aggressive enough, but actually they're perfect. I think I made the right choice there. So I know that it's going to affect the speedo a little bit, but I think they're going to be great off-road. I fitted some sidebars from Transport HQ. The brackets didn't fit. I've had to make my own brackets for one side of the front, and at the rear at the moment I've only got one bolt in. I've emailed them, they've not responded yet, but I'd only buy those for this 4Motion model if you've got a bit of welding kit and a bit of engineering basic kit. I fitted a rear spoiler, not a very aggressive one. I think that was about 120 quid. It was already pre-painted, glued it on, pretty simple. Had a tow bar fitted at the Volkswagen dealers. Seems a little bit high to me, but I'm going to measure that up and check that out. And I also had the not sure what the name of that is, but it makes it look a little bit 4x4, but it's really flimsy, double-sided tape and a couple of screws underneath. I fitted a load liner which was taken out of a Transit Custom, basically the same van. It's great, fits fine, apart from it was for barn doors and mine's got the tailgate, so I had to cut a chunk out the back, and I do plan to get one for a tailgate when I can find one. Also fitted the upper kind of, sure what they call, kind of plastic